Hi, everybody. Welcome to Phil and Dave's Excellent Adventures with Trixie. Phil, can you tell them what movie we are reviewing today?
The new Kingsman.
That's right. The movie's called The Kingsman. This is going to be a spoiler review, so if you are concerned about spoilers and you haven't seen the movie yet, I would suggest you go ahead and watch the movie first before you watch our review. Phil, can you tell them a little bit what the movie was about?
Let's see. The movie was awesome. I thought it was really great. It was based on this young man who was the Kingsman.
Yes.
And he found out that he went to the war. And there was one part of that one that was so cool, but there was one part that was out in the ordinary. It was not cool.
Yeah, okay. The movie, real quickly though, it's basically a prequel to the first two Kingsman movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this one takes place in World War I, or right before the events leading up to World War I, and then during World War I. So can you tell us, what did you like about the movie, Phil?
The movie was awesome. I thought that the movie was cool. My favorite part was the fight scenes.
Yeah.
The sword fighting.
Yeah, there's some really good sword fights in this movie. I agree.
I thought that was amazing. What else did I like? The comments that they made to each other were funny.
Yeah.
Wasn't really sure about one thing, but I know when the guy was dancing around, doing this the circles, doing the little sword fight stuff.
Yeah.
And then it's funny that he actually barfed.
Oh yeah.
Pickup.
Yep.
I thought that was funny. So yeah, I mean, it was a great movie. Would I go back to see it? To be honest, maybe yes, maybe no, but it was okay.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I really like the sword fighting, and Rasputin, the way he fought, he sort of incorporated Russian dancing in with his sword fighting, and I thought that was, it was funny, but probably not realistic, but it was cool. I liked that a lot. Was there anything you didn't like about the movie?
Yeah, there was. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember what it was. Then
yeah, there was some kind of weird stuff with Rasputin, right?
Oh yeah, how that young man got shot in the forehead.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was weird. I mean, saying what was up with that? I mean, I didn't even get that. I mean,
yeah. So again, major spoilers here, but one of the main characters, who I don't know if he's behind me, maybe, but Ralph Fiennes there, this guy, his son, who I thought was kind of the main character of the movie, he dies about halfway into the movie. He just gets shot in the head by an American or a British troop. So,
and there was one person.
Go ahead.
There was one person that I did recognize in that movie, the young African American dude who's in your photo there.
Yeah.
He also played in a movie called Fast and the Furious, I think.
Oh.
I think there was someone named Mosley.
Oh.
Hard Mosley.
Okay. I don't remember. Probably.
because he was he was a friend of his father's son.
Oh.
I mean,
yeah, the black guy who was their driver and helped him out a lot.
Yeah, he reminded me of someone in Fast and the Furious.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Djimon Hounsou was his name, and he was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
The first one at the beginning. He's been in kind of a lot of stuff, but I really liked him. I thought he was really good.
Yeah, he was cool. I liked him with that. I liked how he fight.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He was really cool. Yeah.
He was really cool.
Anything else you want to tell us about the movie?
There was one part that was really weird that I probably wouldn't want to watch that part again. When that guy licked him in the leg.
Yeah, I agree. That was really weird. Yeah, I thought you were going to say that. Really? I agree. It was a weird part. Yes, absolutely.
I'm going to heal your leg. I was
yeah.
What? And then he found out that the bad dude was trying to kill the father, but somehow that he didn't die, and then he killed the bad dude somehow, but he got up from the water, and the lady said, "You boys were so messy." She said, then she walked in with the gun, like, he stabbed like right in the middle of the forehead there. That was the most okay part.
All right.
I do believe.
Can you give us a score out of 10? What'd you think of it?
A 4 out of 4.
Oh, out of 4?
Yeah. I mean, it was good. I liked it. You know what? Sorry, I might have to take it back. I might have to take 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, it was a movie. I mean, it was really good. I mean, there were some bits and parts that were like weird or like however you're gonna say it, but
yeah.
Would I see it in? Maybe yes, maybe not. But you know what? It was cool. I liked it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm going to go over what I thought of it real quickly here. And if you think of anything else, let me know. So yeah, I really liked the cast. The guy playing Rasputin, I didn't know who it was. I was watching the movie and I was going, oh, this guy's he's really chewing up the scenery here. He's having a good time. And I thought he was just some new actor who I had never seen before. And then I'm watching the end credits and it says Rhys Ifans is in it. And he's the guy who played the Lizard in Spider-Man No Way Home. And I'm like, who was Rhys Ifans? I don't remember seeing Rhys Ifans. And then I looked it up and he was Rasputin. Rasputin's right over here, this guy. And I didn't recognize him with all the makeup and everything else. So I thought he did a great job, although he was a little crazy and the leg scene was a bit much for me. I thought Gemma Arterton, the woman there who's behind Trixie, I really liked her character a lot. And Djimon Hounsou, who I think's in the middle there, maybe. I don't know why I'm turning around. I liked him a lot too. I thought the action was great. The sword fights were good. That parachute scene where Ralph Fiennes there jumps out of the plane. I was
supposed to think that too.
Yeah, that was awesome. Like that was
really cool, right? Yeah.
I was kind of like on the fence about the movie, and then that part happened. I'm like, this is great. This is amazing. Like that was a really good scene. And I thought Ralph Fiennes did a great job. I think he's like 59 years old now, so I thought he handled himself well. Obviously, there's a lot of CGI 59? And wasn't really on a mountain. Yeah.
Whoa, he's young.
Yeah.
What? Oh.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
They also sort of they tied in a way so that some of the servants were sort of working with the Kingsman and the spies and everything, which I thought that was kind of cool. And it's possible that and I'm sure that did probably happen at some point. They've had servants work espionage. So that was cool. Did you want to say something? Go ahead.
I did. When the second sword fight.
Yes.
I thought that was really cool. It was weird how he killed him.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he had him like by his neck.
Oh, yeah,
like, He had like some kind of rope thing around his neck. And then he said, this is what I'm going to do before you killed my son or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he had something like in his hands and like,
Yeah. So I think that was the medal that his son had won in the war. And so he used the medal to cut the scarf that was holding him, which, okay, that was fine. But I also feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's a little unbelievable to think that he could just hold him there with that scarf because it's a lot of weight to hold that way. But yeah, I guess they were trying to be symbolic. It was a little over the top for me, but the movie sort of is. It's kind of like Fast and the Furious or Red Notice. Like a lot of these people, like Rasputin's a real person, and we have the same birthday. So I kind of like, I've always been fascinated by Rasputin. And so he's real, and the way he died in real life was kind of like the way he died in this movie. However, I don't know, there may have been some British spies involved, but it seems like it was not. It was actually Russian people who killed him. So yeah, stuff like that. There was some inaccurate things in this movie, and I think I didn't like that as much. But again, understanding it's sort of like Inglourious Bastards or like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, like those Quentin Tarantino movies where they're like based on like historical events, but they kind of change like the history a little bit. And I don't always like that, but whatever. The movie was too long for me, and I thought the pacing was a little off. The beginning was kind of slow, and it kind of took a while to get going. I also, at some point, I was telling you earlier, I had to pee, and I thought, oh, the movie's almost over, and there was like still an hour left to go. So I should have got up to pee, if I would have known. And then the music in this, it was, fine. There was a song at the end that I didn't hate, but I didn't love either, But in the first movie, there was that really cool scene where they have Sweet Home Alabama playing in the church. You remember? And he like kills all those people, and it's this really cool scene.
I remember that.
Yeah. And so I was really expecting and looking forward to something like that in this movie. I was thinking maybe they'll have Led Zeppelin, or they'll have, I don't know, Black Sabbath or something cool, which I guess wouldn't have made sense for the time period, but I don't know. I wanted to see a cool scene with music like that, and I didn't get it. So yeah, other than that, so the movie's directed by Matthew Vaughn, who did Kingsman 1 and 2. And I really liked the first one. I didn't like the second one as much. The movie, to me, though, feels like it's like multiple movies combined. Like at some point, it becomes like almost this like quick, cheaper version of like 1917, which was a great movie and I loved it, but it's just sort of like, what's going on here? It was almost like watching like a TV series in some ways, and maybe it should have been a TV series. And they did stuff with like Daniel Brühl, who you may have noticed in this. He was the German guy who was like in the like League of Bad People or whatever. I don't know what they were called. And he is the guy who plays Baron Zemo in the Marvel movies and in the Falcon and Winter Soldier. And then Aaron Taylor Johnson shows up too, and he was the guy who played Quicksilver in Age of Ultron. And they're not in it much, but they're like pretty famous actors. So I assume they're kind of trying to set up a bigger universe here and a bigger world. There's also a twist ending with the guy. You couldn't figure out who the Irish or Scottish guy was. You can only see the back of his bald head. And then you finally realize he was actually like the valet or the secretary or whatever it is for the general, which is the fine twist, but whatever. So yeah, the end credit scene. You remember we stayed and we stuck around for the end credit scene, and this guy shows up, and I figured out who it was going to be before they said it, even though he didn't have the mustache, but it was Hitler. So they're clearly trying to set up this universe now using Daniel Brühl, Baron Zemo, I guess, as a unifier, and then now they're bringing in Hitler. So this one was Rasputin. The next one is Hitler, I guess, if they make another one. I don't know if they will. That's interesting, though. I would watch that. What do you think? Would you watch that movie?
That'd be cool. Yeah, I'll totally watch that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, I don't know. I think I would give it a 6 out of 10. I enjoyed it, but it is a weird movie. There's a lot going on. It's sort of like, it doesn't really know where it should start and stop. And it seems like just a couple of movies just crammed all together. But I enjoyed it. I didn't hate it. And, if you've got the time to watch it, if it comes up on TV, again, I hope you've already watched it if you're watching the spoiler review. But if not, check it out if you're totally bored. It's not terrible. All right. So we're not sure what we're going to do next week, but we're going to try to do another review next week, right?
Yeah. I was going to ask you, like, did you know what other movie that you wanted to see or not really?
Yeah. So the only movie that's releasing wide next week is 355, I think it's called.
Okay.
And it's I'm not exactly sure. I watched the trailer and I forgot already. It's a movie with a mostly female cast, I think, or a main female cast. And they seem to be out for revenge, robbing banks. I don't remember.
That'd be cool.
It could be cool. We can check that out. I'll send you the trailer for that, and you'll let me know.
Oh, and also Morbius.
Yes, so Morbius comes out on January 28th.
I definitely see that too.
Yeah, so the next couple weeks might be rough. We'll talk about this more off screen, but let's go ahead and end the show for now.
Okay. My name is Philip.
My name is Dave.
And we finished.
Yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys again next week.